Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has stopped the fight, presenting the winner and still champion of the world, the Lone Warrior.
And welcome to another episode of the Lone Warrior Podcast. This is the offshoot. Whatever happens, I don't have a particular topic, but the particular topic that I had in mind was kind of a downer, so I'll just wing it episode. That's not quite a mouthful, but anyway, yeah. And I'm almost at the end of Breath of Fire 4 story, so you know what? Instead of being a downer, because pretty much what happened here at Breath of Fire, or at least on the last episode, was quite of a downer on itself. You know what? I'll just focus on the story first of the game, and it's been a while since I've done that in other games actually. New music available and new art, I'm assuming. Yeah. So you got new features available in the Land of Dreams. Let's see if I can point them out. Damn it. We got expert navigation by me, so there's that. So I don't want to double down on the downer topic, especially at this early. It's quite early, and my place it's like dawn. So what would be the new music? Yeah, I believe we're done with Truth and Fiction, or nah. Yeah, we're done with that. So with that, this is the part of the show where I showcase Easter eggs from Breath of Fire 4, because they wanted to at least have something unique about it. And to be fair, oh no, that's Squaresoft, and I keep forgetting that Breath of Fire is Capcom. So yeah, in Chrono Cross there's also this thing, and when you unlock a certain ending in Chrono Cross, it's like you're transported into a behind the scenes what do you call this, behind the scenes place. It's like a new map, but with all the characters and the assets talking as if they were the developers. And there's also another RPG like that. That's I Am Setsuna, which is on the whitelist on the games that I want to play after Breath of Fire 4, continuing on with the podcast. So we got through. No, that's not it. I don't know if this is the new music, but it's my first time hearing it here. Forgot where this is. I believe this is on Kyria. Yeah. For a title of the music, yeah, it sounds kind of chill. Darkness. Well, these are the Trading Towns' music. Or not really. This is Sinesta. Knew it. This is Khan's battle music. Macho Man. Got that. Sound of Money. Marlock. Yeah, Marlock. We're back at the roundabout. Walkabout. Stop that. Let's look at the new art. Look at the new art. Oh, not here. I've let go of the Land of Dreams. I'm not even taking care of it. The fairies are taking care of it themselves. So I don't even bother as much anymore. Look at the paintings, of course. Got Ryu. You know what? I'm gonna go about. Oh, I can't start from the end of the gallery. I have to go through all of these again. But you know what? If you want to have a good look for these arts, you can check out the previous episodes on the YouTube channel. It's quite far. Yeah, we've collected lots of paintings right now, so I'm just skimming through them as I need to see what are the new arts. So I'm assuming, yeah, we're gonna end with the merchant, the weapon merchant, and we got Wind Dragon. You know, if you look at it closely, the Wind Dragon's supposed to be on the larger side of it. That's his face, but I can see a face on the tail also. There's like a glimmering light near the horn. I don't know. It is a concept art, and this is what do you call that? It's not the abyss. The abyss is like the village chief, but I'm just gonna call it the spirit medium for a lack of a better term. This is the spirit medium that Urshin or Dice used to have a human body as per request of Dice. And these are the 6. I'm counting. I am counting. It's 6. The 6 dragons Ryu needs to meet in order to have more power. And in no particular order, I believe I can see mud, sand, grass, tree, rock. I don't even know what the last one is. This is me paying attention to the game, and I don't know what kind of dragon this is. It's like, I guess it's just there. I forgot. Maybe it's the sea dragon. It's the 6. Anyway. Right? So let's get on with the story of Breath of Fire. So, like I said, this is the no topic in particular episode aside from the game story-wise. And before I let go of the camp, let's talk to the party. So look at this. This is Nina after the fact that Alina's dead, and her death being through the machinations and doings of the Empire. Well, not really the Empire, but just one particular person from the Empire, which is the advisor to the Emperor, Yuna. And look at this. Nina says, "My sister told me to see this through the end, and that's what I intend to do." That's Elena's last words. And Cray is like, yeah, can't talk to Cray because, well, I'll explain it. Our mission is clear. We must go to the capital. So Ursula's putting a front that she wants to apprehend the party, but she also wants to see this to the end. They says that she has lost her faith in humans. Ha 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 ha. Why am I that? I believe there's no other appropriate response. Oh. Sacrifices. Excess. They're wrong. So we got that. Got the party thinking about what happened here. Yeah. Because Elena's death. And Elena wanted to die because essentially she couldn't die. And from Yuna's doings, all of the experiments they've done with the Carronade, which is the big huge cannon they use to fight the Alliance, that's the other faction in this game, requires a human sacrifice. But with Elena never dying physically, because from Yuna's experiments, she essentially became an endless being or a god, so she can't die, and they have unlimited ammo. So Alina wanted to end that. Now, how do I go to the capital then? And of course, there's still methods to kill Elena, and she was willing to participate in her own death, which was by the use of the sword Dragon Slayer. It apparently damages or no, not demihumans. Apparently is a god slayer. And Cray was the one who did the deed. She put the sword in between Elena. So how to go to the capital then? And now our party is set to go to the capital, which I don't know how to go to. Right, let's talk to them. I don't think I ever seen General Rhun here. So, do I fight? You know what? Let's fight. Let's fight. Risky blow. I hope it misses. Yeah, risky blow is a low. It's not accurate. But if it hits, look at that. That damage. It's kind of painful, right? Right, just one attack. Cyclops has huge defense. Oh, CS is dead. Survive him. Look at that, Cyclops. Well, this is what I get for challenging. Yeah, challenging these big bad monsters. At least I'll put into action Nina's abilities here. Jesus Christ, these Cyclopses are very tough. Cyclopses? Very big, very tough. Let's try this again. Tiger Fist. Typhoon. Then you see us. We're gonna go with Blizzard. Let's try to do a combo here. That. Oh. Can't believe that other Cyclops is still standing. Yeah, ears a bit itchy. Still not dead. Yeah. Figures. And these Cyclopses are very keen on knocking out my party members. But joke's on you. I got infinite ways to deal with that. Fire, wind, blizzard, then earth. Does that how it? I don't know how the combo system works anymore. Kind of forgot. But it didn't even combo, so I don't know. See? How about this? He's Typhoon, then Blizzard, then Quake. Unless the Cyclops gets knocked out. See? Wow. Very tough not to crack. So that's a big no for fighting for me. I'll just handle myself once the boss fight arrives again. So, yeah. How to go to capital? Big question. So where does the other path go? I'm curious. There was another path above. Now, hopefully, I'm just a few boss fights away from the conclusion of the game. Yeah, no. That's a big no for you guys. Maruhara! Where does this lead? It's quite far. Maybe it'll give me a fishing spot. Yeah, no. Big pass. No to Cyclopses. No. Just leads me to another town then. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So just to inform you that this one is where I forgot the villager's name, but Fou-Lu actually came here and he got attached to a lady friend. And after that, the Empire's forces actually found them out. So that's the town that was hexed. You know what? I want to check it out. Let's check it out before we go to the capital. Because this place was apparently a victim of a hex firing. Yeah, let's deal with these guys fast. Hopefully faster than the Cyclops. Maybe new weapons for you. That would be helpful too. Yeah, and I should do the combo challenge again since I got Tiger Fist. See, I'm very curious what happened here. It's like there's not even a town anymore. There's no more town in Sonne. Sonne or Sun? Sony? Sun. Wow, miss and parry. I'll try evading that move. Yeah. It's like there's no more town here. Unless I'm going the wrong way. The monsters here are easy to deal with, I believe. Easier than usual. In any case, I have my combo ready here. Wow. That's like 0 damage. But why that didn't combo, I don't know. There we go. They're dead. I am still trying to figure out what happened to this town. It's like it's dead. Look at this. Well, at least the townsfolk are still here. Managed to get out. Stop the people. So there are people who escaped to the capital and went from here. At the bronze ball. I accidentally started a side quest there. So you get the bronze ball from this town. Okay. Now for a baby, look at how comprehensive this baby talks. It's a very smart baby.
Time to get serious.
Oh, thank you for sharing the stream. Rudyard Vaughn. I guess that share just came out. That alert. It ain't my fault. It's your fault. Ah, it's Mami. That's Mami. That's the girl Fou-Lu got attached to. I have a fish son. So do I have access to the house still? She did become a sacrifice, so we're not gonna see her. That's Mommy's place, the cousin. Okay, I guess that's all that we have to see for this town then. Yeah. Let's move on from this town. And let's go to the capital. I wonder Soma. Why is Soma marked as X? Would it be possible that... Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was not the town itself that got hit by a hex blast, but rather the place called Soma, the one we see here. Probably this is it. Can I enter it though? Yeah, this was the area that got hit by the X, so it can't be entered. Let's go to the capital then. Let's see what the capital has in store for us. Do you have new weapons? My house, my money, it's all gone. Let's buy new weapons. Barbosa. Since I do have Ryu and CS as my two main party goers here, let's have that. Let's use Diana's dress for Nina. Use bats. I'm just prioritizing Ryu, CS, and Nina for now, because I don't care. Who's this? We got Mr. Kevin Mando. Good morning too. You're an early bird. This is What you're seeing right now is me doing a Lone Warrior podcast, which will be uploaded to YouTube. This is Breath of Fire 4, if you're curious. And doing this podcast, I challenge myself, quote unquote, to speak in English. So this is the end. And by the way, I'm also at the tail end of the game, so it's almost done. I'm just figuring out how many boss fights do I have to fight until the game's ending. Look at this. So much for the capital. Blah 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 blah. They're referring to a certain monster, but for the life of me, I can't remember what that specific monster is. So much for playing this game. Anyway, let's fight these guys off. Lizard. I see. The graphics look great, says Mr. Kevin Mando. Yes. These are... I don't want to call them 64-bit. But Breath of Fire 4 was originally from the 2000s. First generation consoles, they say. Because whenever I talk about this and referencing specifics, I just couldn't absorb in my head that the PlayStation is a first generation console, things like that. But yeah, it's from that era. PlayStation, GameCube, Sega Dreamcast. General, where's the General? Yeah, we're actually looking for a certain person too. It's called General Rhun. It doesn't look like a PS1. Yes, it is a PS1 game, sir. It was published by Capcom back in 2000. And I don't know what the exact date it was localized to Western release, because I don't know. But yeah, it's way back when 2000. And I believe Breath of Fire 4 was made on the advent of the success of the previous game, Breath of Fire 3. And I'm not quite sure about this, but the spiritual successor of the series is Fire Emblem. So if you can, or if someone can connect the dots there, I'll be happy. I'll be happy to find out too. But yeah, we're done for. So I don't know what specific monster they're talking about. And anyway, we're gonna look for Ursula's boss, which is General Rhun, and after that, we're gonna fight the first Emperor, Fou-Lu. Yes, it looks really nice. You would have thought that this was an independent made game, but no. It was published by Capcom, back when Capcom cared enough. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm very much lost. I don't know where to go, where to proceed. I might play Brigandine. I don't know. What's that? In need of healing. I don't know. Maybe this is a trap, but whatever. What do you plan to play anyway, Kevin? So, aside from the one you've mentioned, I don't know the Brigand. Finished playing FF8. Oh, nice. FF7 remake. I'm kind of jealous, but FF8, it's one of those games that I'm shocked when other people play it. It's not that great of a game. I'm gonna be honest, but it has a special place in my game library. Silence. How do you cure silence? Light healing. Oh. So we have remedy. Water. Now, I'm definitely convinced this one's a trap, so I'm gonna run away. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that trap. Water. But do I have water? Alright, I'm gonna try one more time because I'm asking for trouble. Vitalize light healing to all targets. Do I have water here? Water. Croc tier should count as water. These I agree on FF8. Definitely not part of my top 5. I find the plot really nice and questionable at the same time. Yeah, if you're looking for a love story, yes, top 10. But with all the Squall is dead, Rinoa is Ultimacia, and the conversation stemming from that, yeah, I can agree. Spaghetti. Oh wow, that's a nice healing skill. There we go. I guess that was nice. That was a nice treat. I thought it was a 100% trap. Apparently, if you take care of things, they reward you. Okay. So yeah, I agree on the love story, and I just found out when I was like, just about graduated from college that Final Fantasy VIII was made to be a love story that everyone can enjoy. You know what? And looking back at it, it's still crazy that the story revolves around the world raising mercenaries to do the bidding, of conglomerates. I just found it weird that adults hire teenagers to defeat the great evil for money. Well, it's not exactly that, Kevin. The weird thing, yes, we agree on the teenagers, but do consider that the gardens are considered high school / colleges in their world. And instead of the superpowers of the world using their natural resources, Dolet has soldiers, Galbalgia has soldiers, Balam, however, doesn't have soldiers. So what they did is just, to raise their economy, they just trained students to become mercenaries, which would, decide on their life. Would they want to be a soldier or what? So instead of those big cities, oh, that's the monster they're referring to. Okay, now it makes sense. So instead of those worlds or cities expanding their soldiers, they'll hire mercenaries also. So I hope that makes sense. Now, which one will I use? Right, this is a boss fight. I'm gonna continue on with the boss fights from this point because I do want the game to end now. It's been long enough, but yeah, I'll still go back at it if I happen to find the mood on figuring out Easter eggs here and there. This one, so the monster we see here, is actually a servant of Fou-Lu, and Fou-Lu is an important character on this game. He is the first emperor, as the story establishes, and he has a connection with Ryu, the guy we have here. And apparently Fou-Lu's pissed off because the agreements between their beings, the Endless, and humans was not honored. And this is what happened. And this only arrives at the tail end of the game. Makes so much sense. Didn't it think it that way? Yeah, right. They wanted to save money, and to save money, they hired soldiers. And think of this: your on-the-job training is to fight military-grade trained soldiers, and depending on your performance, that will be your passing grade. Oh my god! So you see now, it's quite hard to pass the seed exam. But yeah, it's Final Fantasy. You wouldn't want that to be taken seriously that way. You just want to enjoy the game. Oh, how long have you been streaming today? I just started. I'll 30 minutes in, so that's one way. If you survive. Well, the thing is, I don't think no one's gonna die there. They have Phoenix Downs for the students. But yeah, I don't think they had any stories of casualties, or at least in the game. That implied that there were, what do you call this? There were casualties during seed exams. And for the most part, the game shows that on Squall's seed exam, they wanted to train for compliance of students following orders. Because the students there, after they've beaten the soldiers, they just stood there and watched their own respective stations. So this is going back from their first mission, or first, what they call this, their first encounter at Dolet. So at their first encounter, the students were just responsible for protecting the town. And in order to protect the town, they'll just have to push back the soldiers that were invading Dolet. Then after that, they're pretty much in the clear. But it was Safer who decided that I'm bored. Then Squall agreed. Yes, I'm bored. So they went to the tower. Because they saw also the soldiers going up there. And that's where our story begins. Outside the seed exam and all. I'm amazed that you can still remember all of this in detail. Don't be amazed, Kevin. Because I do play Final Fantasy VIII from time to time. And it's not even for the story, it's just for the triple triad. The game is fun. And sometimes I ask myself if I'm gonna play Final Fantasy XIV soon. Because it has triple triad. But every time I push myself in playing the game, I always remember that my expenses are not that wide. It's quite thin. I do have to play. I have to pay bills and all that. And yeah. So if I am to play Triple Triad, I'm just gonna boot up my Final Fantasy VIII, either on Steam or emulator, depending on the mood. It's always like that. Right. Kaiser's so expensive when it comes to his AP cost. I'm just talking here on my own. Look at that, 20 AP. Let's try to combo attack one more time against... Oh yeah, what is this? What is this guy's description? I didn't read it. One of the magical creatures that serve Fou-Lu. Yeah. Anyway, I've explained it anyway earlier, but I thought there was something special about this guy. Because, no. I'm gonna save it for later if I'm 100% sure. So Fou-Lu has servants, such as this monster here. But in reality, that's an endless being. And Fou-Lu actually ordered both monsters with duties. One was to invade the capital, one was to keep watch. We've defeated the one who has to keep watch. And I don't know if there's one more outside of this guy who will attack the capital. I love Triple Triad. The card game if FF9. However, I don't understand. That would be Tetramaster for those who aren't familiar. Tetramaster. Yes. Use Kaiser Breath for one big hoorah of damage. So Tetramaster. I kind of get it a bit, Kevin, but it's not fun for me. So what you want in Tetramaster is actually, it's like leveling up cards. But you won't know you won't know how strong the card is, really. The Tetramaster incentivizes you if you keep using the same cards over and over again. Say you have a Goblin card. The first card you get in the game. Or the number one card. The first... How do I say this? The Goblin is the first card in Tetramaster as a whole. So it's like numbered 111. Next is Fang. And if you keep using the Goblin card as you go on with Tetramaster, it gets stronger eventually. And when that Goblin, for those who know Tetramaster are familiar with the interface that if arrows intersect with each other or are directly pointed at each other, there will be numbers battle of sorts. If that Goblin card that you keep using actually faces up with another card, it will eventually have a bigger number as you play it over and over again. Something like that. And there's a different factor in with the arrows and all. So yeah, Tetramaster, everyone. I don't know. First card in the database. Yeah, that also works because I don't know how card games really work. I didn't know that. Well, yeah, actually, I don't even know that as well. I just knew it when I explored FF9 or Final Fantasy 9 on what else can you do after you finish the Chocograph and all. I was looking into side quests because there will be a reward if you have one of each card in Tetramaster. I need AP. I don't think I have AP restorative items here. Oh well, so much for that. Alright, Ryu, use attack. Let's put Sias in the backline first. Bring out Ursula here. So I figured that out, and as you go with Tetramaster, you'll be using cards, right? You know, and it will be difficult for you if you don't have a set of cards that you'll use in order to get certain cards. Will be difficult that, and the way they did it was just use the same cards over and over again, I guess. Some cards you do have to get. Oh, don't get hit. Oh my god, Lucky Strike. I guess I have to beat this guy with magic then. No physical attacks. So I'll have Nina go back on the back line, but just so happens this guy gets beat when Ryu's knocked out. Thank you so much, game. Can I leave town to have a rest though? If you rate FF7, 8, 9 in terms of difficulty, what's the order? I can only rate 8 and 9. And both of them, I don't find them difficult anymore because I played them so much. 7, I haven't played. Fan of tactics and multi-unit strats. Oh, it's like that. Oh, this is General Rhun. I see. I don't even remember him. Right. Oh, so we see something amazing. We were right. Let me get back to you, Kevin, after this. Apparently, this is the point where the game shows, oh, there's good guys in the Empire. On behalf of my troops, I offer my apologies for any trouble caused you, young dragon. Have you seen Yuna? That's our bad guy, Yuna. And General Rhun gets a recap here on what happened. It was our pride that doomed us. It was our pride that doomed us. To make a god. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Patrick Ortega, for the 20 stars. There we go. An attempt to destroy the ancient gods. Oh. So see, these are the workings of Yuna. It's nice to see you, Mr. Patrick, while I'm doing the podcast. What were we thinking? Right, let me just finish this cutscene, Kevin, then I'll answer your question with 8 and 9. Even if we knew not what we're doing, we aided them to pursue this power away. It's only fitting that we should suffer the god's anger. No, General Rhun, no! uh, will he die? I don't think there's a sign that actually General Rhun died, but he is old. And that's why you tried to meet with the first emperor. Yes. Yes, still I thought we were done for. Well, you are done for. There's still hope. There's still the Yori dragon. You too are a god, or the mighty god. We are foolish. Oh my god. Blah blah blah. But you know, this is the blah 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 that I have to enjoy. Mr. Mercy of Bishop. Okay, fine. Let them have a future. Against 8 and 9, I can already say 8 is the easiest junctions are really broken. Yes, that's actually one of the things that I wanted to talk about. 8 and 9. But there's also a way where you can be overpowered in 9. So many contents that have been shared all throughout. So that's why I wanted to answer it after this. Ryu is under Nina's thumb, so there's nothing to worry about. Done well. I want you to take them, all of them, to the Imperial Castle. Okay. So we're going in. But I have yet to restore my party's health. God damn it. That was a tough boss fight. Tough, meaning that I have to heal up because I don't want to die here. I like to hear you call me like you used to once. Grandpa. Oh, how sweet. There is a tomorrow. Oh. See, at this point, there's no indication that General Rhun actually dies. He's still standing, but it is implied in the good ending that he actually passed away. But it's ambiguous. So now what happens? That's it. Yeah, he's still standing there. And it sits down. Fade away. Oh. Right. So I need to heal up. Heal up. Oh, there we go. World map. Nice. So going back to Kevin's question, which is harder, 8 or 9? Kind of want to agree with 8. But here's the thing that most people forget when they're talking about the junction system. The junction system actually is grindy, considering that in order for you to fully utilize it, I need an in. In order for you to fully utilize the junction's power, you'll have to get high grade magics like Ultima, Flare, Meteor, Death, magics like that. Now, there is the distance of, or no, there is the factor that you can, what do you call this? You can keep the monster's levels low so that you'll feel overpowered. That's what makes Final Fantasy VIII easy as pie. So you have 900 or 9,999 damage dishing out for Squall, for Zell, Irvine, whoever has that big damage power up. And also, let's not forget Selfie has the most overpowered limit break called the End, which is effective against bosses. So go figure, right? You have an instant Exodia on your hands. Once you've, what do you call this? Once you've done the End, whichever bosses you fight, the battle ends. They also use it for speed running when they want to fight Omega Weapon. So there's that. So that's what makes Final Fantasy VIII easy. Now, do the junction system while you make the monsters also raise up well, it's a different conversation now. So there's also the thrill of the chase of how do you actually beat a level 100 Omega weapon? How do you face the Ultimacia boss fight? And for those who don't know, and I forgot about this when I played Final Fantasy VIII again recently, you don't get to preset your party members once you fight Ultimacia. It's randomly selected, and for the life of me, Ultimacia always picks out the parties that I have horrible junctions with. So there's also that pre-preparation. But what sticks to the most part is the junction system and how easily can it be abused once you keep the levels low. 9, however, it still has that same ceiling of difficulty. If you go to the boss fights of Final Fantasy IX, and if you have overpowered equipment with the chocographs, it will be easy as pie as well. What makes Final Fantasy IX not seem easy, it's because some of the content is gate kept. So you'll have to finish one part of the story before you can have access to the next part. Things like that. And there's also missable items. Like those missable items are not really a factor, but well, if you're going to get Steiner's strongest weapon, Excalibur 2, well, yeah, that is a missable item. See? So I hope that answers your question, Kevin. I do want to say 8 is easier, but considering that 8 is made easy, but you do have to do a lot of things to make it happen, I'm gonna go with 9 for that. 8 if you know what you're doing, 9 if you just want to enjoy the game. I shall carry thee to the castle, blah 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 blah. Right, so this guy found us worthy to fight Fou-Lu. I wonder though, if I'm going to really fight the first Emperor right now, I'm gonna end the stream after I've done the good ending. I don't want to waste a good episode here. I've already pushed back a topic just because I want to finish this game. Blah 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 blah. But I still have to figure out how to get to Fou-Lu though. It is a puzzle. A Breath of Fire, I'm kind of used to it right now. In order for you to proceed with Breath of Fire, you do have to platform, solve puzzles, get items, things like that. It's not as simple as point A and point B to battle the boss, then you'll proceed with the story. No. It gives you a hard time. Because that's how Breath of Fire rolls. Apparently. And it's kind of annoying. On a normal playthrough, 9 could be easier for me. Well, yes, it is. Because the most simple way for a casual person to figure out on how to beat a boss, which is just over leveling, it's provided for you. Yeah. If you know what you're doing with games, well, Final Fantasy VIII is much, much easier. How do I get that key? Nothing here. There's clearly something there. But how do I get it? Do I use Nina? No? How about Ursula then? Yeah, I need a character for this. This is what annoys me. On FF8, what I did was play the game and collected Abyss Worm cards with an all trade, getting 100 tornadoes without even proceeding. Yes, that is a technique that people recommend when you're starting out in the game. Get tornadoes, not Kevin's technique, but the tornado card. Tornado cards are very strong, especially when you junction them with your attack. And also, it's ridiculous that you can get the strongest weapon from the first instance of starting the game. Well, not really, but you know, from disc 1. You can't really have a period for the games now, since when you play Final Fantasy VIII on Steam, it doesn't prompt you to insert disc 1, disc 2, or things like that. But yeah, from disc 1 you can get Lionheart. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like yeah, they're kind of there's parallels to this. For you to get the strongest weapon for Steiner in Final Fantasy IX, you'll have to get to Memoria under 12 hours. And spare me the talk that it's hard. Boo-hoo, 12 hours, it's so fast, mommy. No, people have done it. They've speedrun the game. You have examples to show. I even done it myself, and for me it was 10 hours. So I was kind of disappointed. I was following a step-by-step guide too, so I kind of feel ashamed, but 12 hours is definitely possible. It's quite tedious, but possible. It's not something that I'll repeat on a whim, but if I happen to find the mood for it, I'll try to do it again. And it's on the YouTube channel as well, so there's that. I think it's on the YouTube channel. I've uploaded important streams there. My Final Fantasy VIII run, Final Fantasy IX Excalibur, then Chrono Cross. I think that's there. Old streams. Oh, this is Yuna. How do you get Lionheart this one? Let me see if I remember this, Kevin. So if you want to get Lionheart on this one, you're gonna need Evrolet cards. These are the earliest ingredients that you can get, because Triple Triad. You love the game, right? Triple Triad. But in order for you to get that, you have to be Trepe Groupie number 1 or number 2. Whoever has the Evrolet cards. You need 20 of those. I do wonder why it was 20 Evrolet. I believe because from Evrolet cards, you need to change them into energy crystals. You card mod them into energy crystals, and you only need 2 energy crystals, I believe. And the next one would be Pulse Ammo. Or maybe it's the Pulse Ammo. It's not the energy crystals, it's the Pulse Ammo. What is the ingredient for the Lionheart? I believe it's 4 Dragon Fangs, 12 Pulse Ammo, and then 1 Adamantium. So you have that. You want to get the 20 Evrolet cards for the Pulse Ammo. You'll get 20, I believe, Evrolet. You get 20 Evrolet cards for just to satisfy that Pulse Ammo requirement. Once you've done that, the next thing that you want to look for is the Minotaur card. Or if you don't want to sacrifice your Minotaur card, you'll go fighting in Dolet Beach, look for Adamantoise, then drop the Adamantium. But that method is kind of grindy, so I'll just go with Minotaur card. Card mod that, you'll get 10 Adamantium, so you have the Adamantium requirement done. Then the last one would be Dragon Fang. The Dragon Fang is a bit tricky, because in order for you to get Dragon Fang, you'll have to fight Grendel. Now, Grendel is a monster that you can fight on the forest bridging Galbalgia and Timber. There's a forest there that hides Galbalgia Garden. Those who know will know, but I find it hard to expand on this. So here's what it is. I can't even figure out this puzzle. So let me recall this. On that forest, you want to run, and Squall has to be facing the cliff. And there is a trick here there is a feature. I don't even know if I'm going to call it a feature, but Final Fantasy VIII detects the character's location via pixels. So if you're standing on a certain pixel, you'll be placed in a different place. Let's say you're on cliff A, but you're on actually forest B. So when you do that, when you run against the cliff, you'll be placed on that cliff A or something, and that's how you fight the Grendels. Yeah. So there's that. And those Grendels need to be under level 20 in order for you to have a high chance of dropping Dragon Fangs. So yeah, that's the ingredients. There we go. So once you get those 4, you can make Lionheart everywhere. Okay, remember you could get the parts, but without item, no. You don't need the magazine. If you have the ingredients, it will show up. Try this, Kevin. Or if you have it. Because this is what I use as an example to people who ask that do you need the magazine in order for the weapon to pop up. If you have the Final Fantasy VIII Remastered or even the regular Final Fantasy VIII on Steam, try activating the item boosters where you'll get like a bunch of items. You'll see weapon upgrades for characters pop up in the Balam Junk Shop. So that's how you get Lionheart from this one. I hope Kevin catched that. I hope you caught that, Kevin. I remember it on the top of my head. Need a blue charm. Where the heck do I find a blue charm? Yeah. Breath of Fire for giving me trouble. So that's how you get it. And outside of Lionheart, I don't think I have another weapon in mind to get for other party members. You want Lionheart early on because it's not an exaggeration that it is the strongest weapon in the game. It has maximum hit. So even without Junction, Squall cannot miss on his regular attacks. I forgot which weapon was it. There was another weapon that shared the same properties. Once you get it for a character, you'll never miss. I forgot if it's Selfie or Quistis, but one of the two. Maybe that's also worth your time getting, but for me, I can't really find the effort. If I'm to upgrade the weapon, I'll have to choose Zell or Irvine because I do run a party with Squall, Zell, Irvine because I'm lazy. I just finish everything with limit breaks. If you want a proper party, at least put Selfie there because she has a vast array of support magic from her limit break. Full cure. What was it? There was another one. It brings you like to a hero status. I forgot the name. Then of course there's the end. Quistis also good for support magic. Mighty Guard in Final Fantasy VIII is a blue magic, right? Or no? Mighty Guard is blue magic. And in Final Fantasy VIII, it's quite OP. Aside from Shell and Protect, it gives you haste, it gives you aura. And I think it also gives regen. It's quite overpowered. So if you have Quistis on the party, it's good. Cast Mighty Guard, you'll have access to your limit breaks. Rinoa, if... Oh, this is the place I was supposed to go. Rinoa, if you're a fan of using magics overall. But outside of Squazel Irvine, I don't use anybody. Yeah, I'm just... Really useful to kind them from Cactuar. Strange Vision. There we go. Strange Vision. Yes, it was Selfie. And we got Mr. Rovi Briones. Do you play Digimon? Yes, I play. But stream, I don't know about that. It's quite boring. I don't know if I'll like to share the boredom with other people for now. I was short of pulse ammo with this one. If you're short on pulse ammo, yeah, just do Evrolet. I forgot why you needed to have 20. I really forgot. But 20 was the magic number. Both Mighty Guard and White Wind is OP in 7. Yeah, in 9 and not so much. So now I'm here. I'm still figuring out, guys, how to navigate this place. Because for the life of me, I don't know where to go. And I don't even know if I'm going the right way, so whatever. Whatever. My goal for this one is to find Fou-Lu and fight him to the death. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure that most of the people that will encounter this game don't know that for the boss battle, you actually have a choice on which party do you want to join. Essentially, yeah. So, before the fight with Fou-Lu, you get to choose. Do you declare that humans have hope? Or do you agree with the Endless that humans will keep destroying the world? Moral issues. If you choose that humans have hope, you will fight Fou-Lu. And fighting Fou-Lu this way, I believe, gives you the good ending. Now, if you choose to humans have no hope, they don't deserve redemption path, you'll fight your party. The party that you've come accustomed to, the party that you went journeys with, and of course the party that you've prepared also to beat bosses. So yeah. If you happen to have an overpowered party at this point, that will be a difficult boss fight.
Time to get serious.
Oh, thank you for the share, Mr. Robbie Briones. Appreciate that, sir. This game feels like Wild Arms 2. There's another game that I haven't played in a while. Wild Arms 2. So I'm choosing to fight against Fou-Lu. Just to be clear. And I'm hoping to get the good ending. I don't know if there are other prerequisites in getting the ending. I'm quite peculiar with those. With Chrono Cross, I tried to get all endings. Oh, that's why Chrono Cross was there. Yeah, it's also on my YouTube channel. I tried to get all endings for Chrono Cross. It's not tried. I already done it. So I've collected all the endings on Chrono Cross, but I don't know if it's edited to a way that people would like to watch it. But yeah, it's there. Yeah, here's the thing why I can't recall exactly if I'm close to fighting the first Emperor here. Because I believe you'll still have to enter an area where there's like zombie infested creatures. And I haven't encountered those yet. So I'm not quite sure how far am I. Well, oh, wait. There's one. Jesus. There's one monster. I believe that monster, the horseman, if I'm correct, actually is a monster that is a sign that I'm near Fou-Lu. Because if you steal from that monster, you'll have a chance to get the strongest weapon in the game. Well, quote unquote strongest weapon. And got the greetings from Mr. Robbie Briones. Happy New Year! Happy New Year too, sir. Every year is a Happy New Year. So it's not quite late. Maybe your greeting is just advance, you know. You can also say advance Happy New Year. Crying out loud. This is just me going random places, hoping that I find the right way. But, I've found a big appreciation for... Well, it's nice that I'm getting items here. Yeah, it's going to be a big boss fight anyway, so might as well. History of the Empire. Yeah, that is a possible way to share the game. I'm quite conflicted on the way the Easter eggs and the story is given. But if you explore enough in Breath of Fire 4, you are rewarded with the game's plot, so there's that. And probably it's just that I'm spoiled now with, all the pre-story is written in the database so I can check them out. Wait. Got a new comment from Mr. Kevin Mando. It's time for me to sleep in a few. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Yes. Anytime, sir. Anytime that I can share useless trivia about games that people might not know, I'm happy to have entertain you for a bit. So you have a good night's rest. Or good day's rest. Good morning's rest. Yeah, see you soon, Kevin. I'm still trying to figure out where to go. Let me fight the first emperor. Yeah, so long as I'm arriving at a different place, I'm gonna proceed. So, what's this? What's that? I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening anymore with all the Empire shenanigans here. But I'll try to give you an idea. So, we are at the underground castle chamber something, and this is where Yuna did his experiments most of the time. But this also houses like there's supposed to be something special below this castle that is connected to the Endless Gods. And this is why they have this structure built over it to protect and seal or something. Yeah, something to that nature. Oh, this is the dragon that was on the art. The heck is that dragon? Okay. Dragon. A man-made dragon. Attacks with a star. Stop its healing ability. Oh, thank you for that. Alright, let's use Kaiser again. The strongest dragon that we have. I was wondering what kind of dragon that was on the concept art. You know what? Maybe this was a cancel dragon. Turns out it's supposed to be a boss fight dragon. Okay. And they look at how they did the man-made dragon. It looks similar to what we've known for, what we know as a dragon. It looks more like a wyvern. So lightning stops its healing ability. Or maybe frost magic? I don't know. But definitely something. Or maybe it's just combo attacks overall. And it's not fun that the healing ability of this dragon is 15,000 HP per turn. That's not fun. I do wonder if it's just really the blizzard or no, it's just the ice element that stops this dragon's healing ability. Okay, so long as it's stopping the heal. What? It didn't stop the healing ability. Crying out loud. Earth. Where is it? Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate should cover up the HP for Earth Magic. Earth Magic goes with Fire Magic. Yes. I need someone with fire magic. Ursula, come out. Inferno. That's a bad combo. You're supposed to make them go next to each other. Crying out loud. Because if this is the case, I'll just cast ice magic then. I'll use Tiger Fist as Kaiser. Let's see if this definitely works. What? If Blizzard stops this guy's healing ability. Oh no, it is lightning. You really need to have lightning for that to happen. Okay. Because effectively, I'm not damaging this boss. It heals 15,000 HP per turn, which is ridiculous. See? See? Don't want that. Thanks for healing. What was it? Remedy Revitalize. Vitalize was the one I want. Still have ways to bring out lightning here. Even with Nina fully healing. Yeah, Kaiser Dragon cannot be healed. So it's wind magic. There we go. Lost your healing ability. Nina with that absorbing damage. Let's put her on the backline first. Bring out Ursula this time. She has strong magics. Yeah. And once Ryu runs out of AP, then I can put him on the backline. Have him replaced by Gray at least. That's so fun. Rejuvenate for CS, then bring out Ursula again. Inferno. Oh boy. That doesn't look good. Yeah. Good thing that didn't happen. It looked like an instant death thing. I guess to use Kaiser Breath then. Kaiser Breath. Inferno then. Let's use a combo for this one. Let's skip. I've already seen the Kaiser Breath for the day. Giga Flare looks ugly. But that's Giga Flare. That hates my combo magic from fire. So, whatever. Let's put Ryu on the backlines then. Bring out Cias. You know what? Let's not bring out Cias. Let's bring out Gray. He'll attack. Put Ryu first on the backlines. Let's use Nina first, just to be sure. Just use Rejuvenate. Keep Ursula in the party for now. Physical attacks are so weak. Good thing I have magics. Since we have weak magics, store. Right, let's use Cias then, so that we can do Giga Flare. Look at this! Look at this! Come on! I don't know how much HP this guy has, and I'm hoping that it's about to run out soon. Why did it? Oh, I got it on the other way around. Supposed to be that's fire first before. You call this fire first before wind. It's the other way around. I have Cias here standing in as the healer for now. Or maybe it's the right way. I just mixed it up again. Oh, there we go. You do have to put fire first. And yes, it's knocked out. It was only a matter of time. Right, how many boss fights left? Got the blue charm. It's just a blue charm. We're just getting at the point where we have access to blue charm. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna save it for another episode because I do want to play more games right now. Good thing that there is a place where you can rest here. I'll stop the stream here, but there will be another one later on. Just minutes after this. I'll be doing Mega Man. Let's rest first. Alright, so again, I guess there will be a part 2 of the offshoot stream. That doesn't have a particular topic in mind. I need to focus on finishing this game right now. So I'll see you next episode. And for those who are watching right now, stay for a bit. I'll go on relive. Alright. Oh, excuse me.